All right, fellas, time for another pop quiz. I know how much you love these things, so let's get started. All right, here's the question. What is Cade Cunningham's natural basketball position? Let's get this thing started. A, point guard. B, shooting guard. C, small forward. Or D, center. All right, you got 16 seconds left. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the correct answer is A. Once again, if you got that question right, you're officially smarter than our head coach, Dwayne Casey, or at least you know basketball better than him. Ugh. What is wrong with these Detroit coaches lately? All right, for those of you that didn't get a chance to watch tonight, Cade Cunningham pretty much played his first full game, got 29 minutes more than the other Piston night, and he really struggled. This season, he's just shooting 3 of 22 from the field, 0 for 14 from the three-point line, averaging now 4 points a game, 6 in this one, 2 in the last one. It's been a rough start for him, but I'm not ready to call this guy a bust yet because I've seen him do it. I saw him do it in the summer league. He looked awesome in that summer league, and he's coming off an injury. But here's what I will say. Who the heck is the point guard of the future here? Is it Killian Hayes or is it Cade Cunningham? Because I think one thing we learned tonight, it's got to be one or the other, and it can't be both. Because I can tell you this right now. If you were going to be drafting a shooting guard, you should have drafted Jalen Green. And I know he's a not-like name around here right now, but if you wanted to get a shooting guard, you draft Jalen Green. If you trusted that Killian Hayes was going to be able to get the job done from the point guard position. But as of right now, this team doesn't have an identity because Dwayne Casey isn't managing the situation correctly between Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham. And this is a problem he's going to have to figure out. Right now, I don't understand how Cade Cunningham isn't the main point guard of this basketball team, how he's not getting the ball consistently. The fact of the matter is, even when he's on the court, there's only so much of an impact he can make because he's at the wing. And I've watched Cade Cunningham. This guy can dribble. This guy can get inside and set things up. This guy's a point guard, flat out. I think he'll pick up his shooting. I don't see him being this bad at shooting the ball all year because he's getting open looks. That's the thing about this team. It's not that they're not getting open looks, they're just not hitting them. But I will say this. I'll give Killian Hayes a lot of credit for playing better, but I think what we are learning right now is you got to have either one Cade on the floor or Killian on the floor, one or the other, and that's about it. Because this lineup with them playing together just isn't working. And maybe it might be time to move on from Killian, but the fact of the matter is, this team is in trouble. This team needs to figure out what the heck to do with these two players. If I were Dwayne Casey, what I would do is I would stick Jackson at the wing, Josh Jackson. I'd put Cade in the starting lineup and I'd have him alternate minutes with Killian Hayes. And the fact that Cade Cunningham is not, Cade Cunningham is not 100%, then it's a good excuse to give Killian Hayes 20 minutes a game. And nothing against Corey Joseph, but he should not be getting most of the minutes every game. I think he's a decent player, but he's a veteran, and this season is about development. At this point, it's not about wins and losses because this team is nowhere close to playoff contention. But what's been going on with Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes, it's got to change. And Dwayne Casey, you got to know this. If this doesn't get fixed by the end of the season, I think we're looking at Dwayne Casey being on the hot seat because why the heck would you draft a player that was meant to be a point guard and put him out in the wing? That just doesn't make any sense to me. And I think fans are getting sick and tired of it. The fact is, you're not helping this team develop by doing that. I will give Dwayne Casey this, though. He finally got the young guys the minutes they needed. Got Cunningham 29 minutes. That's what we need. But I want to see him have the ball in his hands more because he's not going to get better unless he has the ball in his hands. And like I said, I've watched this guy. He can get inside. He's just not hitting shots right now. That's all it is. He's getting good looks. He's creating good looks. He's getting guys with open looks, but we're all not hitting our shots right now. And it's got to change. That's all I'm going to say is Dwayne Casey needs to make this change right now. Put Frank Jackson at the wing and have Killian and Cade alternate on the floor, because right now they shouldn't both be on the floor at the same time. And it doesn't take a basketball genius to figure that out. All right, thank you all for listening. As you can see, Michigan plays Indiana this weekend. It'll be a night game. I'm very excited about that. The Red Wings lost tonight, but they were missing 3 of their top 4 players, so kind of to be expected, even against Montreal. But overall, not a great weekend past few days for our sports teams, that's for sure. Start with Michigan this weekend, and then Lions. Best thing we have, the Pistons win over the Magic. So, rough weekend. Got to get back on the right foot. All right, thank you all for listening. Go Blue. Have a good night.